beloved comrades. First of all, I would like to thank Verisam, behalf of our Moment Sums, for inviting me to participate in this conference. And the topic given to me is the country cannot breathe. So I have to talk about the whole Union of India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Definitely, I don't have that much time. So I would like to talk about some core topic, some core issue about this topic. And what is happening in Kashmir? The people have been struggling for peace many years. The Indian army has surrounded the region and there are reported atrocities. It is said that if anyone question them, they will not survive, they will never survive, they will not allowed to survive in Kashmir. And we came and we will come to Manipur. What is happening there? 2 years ago, a mob surrounded some women. They were brutally stripped naked in the streets and gang raped them. Recently, we got some news. How many of us know that news also? I don't know. One of the women, they raped 2 women, right? One of that women died recently. I think January 19, this January 19. No one media spoke about that. Even some media put some small news like that. But the media never talk about this enough. Even the thing, no one is punished for that gang rape. No one is punished for that murder. That is not a natural death rate. After 2 years, the woman has died. It is a murder. In Delhi, people are struggling for pure air to breathe. Activists and students are conducted protest, conducted campaign for right to breathe, right to pure air. But what happened there? The protesters were arrested, mishandled, and brutally beaten by the Delhi police. And they remand and they sent to prison. Now they got bail, but even though our activists and students had this much suffering for pure air to breathe. Experts saying if we are live in Delhi, it is really pathetic because the breathing in Delhi is equal to smoking 50 cigarettes in a day. It is not only for adults, even a child significantly suffering the same. 50 cigarettes in a day. That much pollution is in Delhi, that much air pollution in Delhi. The protesters are struggled for pure air. They demand, they claim the pure air to breathe is our rights. But that Delhi cop, not only Delhi cop, the so-called intellectuals in Delhi questioned them, very complicated questions. They justifying, the Delhi police justified their actions. They claims that they held Hidma's photo, Maoist Hidma's photo, and they slanged red salute to Maoist Hidma, and then the so-called intellectuals, their real name is Sangis, they asked some intellectual questions. What that questions? What is the connection between Delhi air and Hidma? Was Hidma an environmental activist? It is a very complicated question, right? But we have to answer here because the topic is the country cannot breathe, right? So I have to talk about Hidma and I have to talk about Delhi because this is connection between air and environmental activist and the destroying of environment and the corporates and the central government and the state government. So, yes, Maoist Hidma was an environmental activist. First of all, I want to talk about Hidma, a few lines. And who is Hidma? Who was Hidma? We must talk about who was Hidma. Then only we have to talk about what was his struggle, why he gave their life to the people or how he killed. He was born in Buatri village. I think many people are know about the Maoist Hidma, even though just I want to tell to fulfill my speech. In Sukma district, Chhattisgarh, Dandakaranya region. And Hidma was a native Adivasi. He loved his forest. He loved his people. He loved his own Adivasi people. He loved his flowers, insects, animals, each and everything from the forest because it is his native. But in that forest, he loved is being destroyed by the Indian government for corporate like Adani, Ambani, Vedanta. As hundreds of thousands of trees were felled for coal mining, he saw forest slowly dying before his eyes. Which forest he loved deeply, which people he loved deeply, it is dying before his eyes. Special military forces came to their village to burn their small homes, and they raped their women. Adivasi women were raped, even a children from Adivasi, a girl, childs from Adivasi were raped. Hidma was a witness for this. And Hidma noticed there are two armed forces, two armed groups. One CRPF and other special military forces in Dandakaranya. They used their weapons against our own Adivasi to serve corporate interests. Instead of protecting Indian Adivasi citizens, they used their guns to benefit of corporates. They used their guns on Adivasis, even children's. In that situation, Hidma saw two armed groups, the Indian army, whom he viewed as suppressors of the Adivasis, and the CPI Maoist, who used their weapons to protect Adivasis, to protect forest. Then he decided to protect his own forest, and he thought that is his duty to protect their own people. Then he joined CPI Maoist party. The Dandakaranya forest is the heart of our country. If we allow the Indian army to destroy it in the name of gold mining or extracting minerals, the entire environment will collapse. This is not only environmental issue in Dandakaranya region like Chhattisgarh, Bihar or Orissa, Maharashtra or Telangana. It is a national issue. If they collapse the entire forest, where we go to breathe, where we can buy pure air to breathe, where we get rain, where we get water to drink. So Dandakaranya is heart of our country. If we allow to destroy this government, our heart, definitely the country will not remain. Definitely the country will get die. They say Hidma was a horrible terrorist and that people should not support him. But I have a single question and a simple comparison. What assets Hidma did earn? How much money did he saved in his bank account? How large was his home? How many hundreds of crores did he earn and save for his family? A simple questions. Nothing. He had nothing. He earned people's heart and love. He earned huge respects from his own Adivasi people in the forest, and also he earned huge respect from the people who loved the country really. He and his partner Raji died as a martyr in the revolution. They are martyrs of this class struggle. In contrast, politicians who engage in vote bank politics earn thousands of crores. They have assets for their next 10 generation, minimum 10 generation, and live a very costly life like Modi and Amit Shah. Not like PM, not like CM. Just we can compare with our local councillor or local MLA, local MP. They earn some crores, hundreds of crores. They having that much assets. There is no difference between the BJP and Congress in this matter. Both serve corporate interest. Congress introduced Operation Green Hunt and then the atrocities on Adivasi peoples, and they tried to get the forest, and they want to hand over the forest, the total Dandagaranya, to the corporates like Vedanta, Adani and so on and so others. And the BJP is doing the same in the name of Operation Gagar. Amit Shah stated we will eradicate Maoism by March 31st, 2026. But he won't able to do that. No one able to do that. Just look back at history. After Bhagat Singh, Basavaraj came. After Birsa Munda, Hidma came. Now, definitely, someone will come in future to replace their place, to replace the revolutionary path. The struggle will continue until the people truly achieve their liberation. Actually, the goal of all the progressive, all the democratic movements and forces is to get the people liberation, the real liberation. I'm not talking about this so-called pseudo-democracy and so-called pseudo-liberation. After killing Hidma, they are celebrating it as a victory. What is the victory? That is incredibly shameful. Some report says Hidma and Rajay were kidnapped by the police with the help of informers, tortured and they killed. So, we can came to the conclude that Maoist Hidma was a true mass hero. Because until his death, no one could defeat him, honestly indirect in the battle. He was only killed through the betrayal. No one defeated him in the battle. He was a true hero and the leader of Adivasi. Not only the leader of Adivasi, if you need the pure air, he was the leader for you also, because he spent their life, not only he, all Maoists spent their life, they spent their younger age, they spend their all intellectual, all worth and all the efforts to get free air, free education, free rights and the liberation. As a democratic and progressive forces, here what is our duty? We must raise our voice against Operation Gagar, Modi Amit Shah killing our Adivasis, armed forces raping our women, even our children. They destroying our forest. It need to be stopped immediately. We must raise our voice to stop this brutality and human rights violation. It is happening in front of our eyes. We must organize and unite against this fascism, and we must organize and unite against this fascist Brahmanical BJP government without any hesitation or compromise. It is an immediate need for each and everyone in this country, not only a need for you or me, it is the need for the people we are loving. It is the need for next generation. It is need for our children we have in our home. We have all our rights in our constitution, however, they are in only a book, not in a reality. We don't have the rights to speak because Bhima Korekan activist, our comrade, still in a prison. We don't have a right to protest because Umar Khalid still in prison. We don't have a right to think and use our brains for people because our beloved comrade Professor Sai Baba is no more. Our comrade Father Stan Swami is no more. And our beloved comrade Gauri Langesh is no more. because of they used their brain for people. They think about people. They think about people liberation, and they think about our rights, our democratic rights, our human rights. Now they are no more. But we have a right in Constitution to live here. We don't have a right to express our solidarity with Palestine people because Comrade Rijas from Kerala is still in prison. As a woman, we don't have a right to live because at any time, anywhere, by anybody, we may get raped, we may get sexual harassment, or in our own house, we may suppressed as a woman because of male dominance. Okay, even as a Dalit, we are not even recognized as a human being here. Because by birth, we are Dalit. By birth itself, we are oppressed. By birth itself, we are not a human. We don't have a human rights here. We don't have a right to love. We don't have a right to read. We don't have a right to study or get education. We don't have a right to get married. The people who we loved. Recently, we remember Rohit Vimla. And as a Muslim, we don't have a right to, right, as a citizen in this country, because if you are born as a Muslim, then they used to say we must go to Pakistan, or they will name us, they are terrorists from Pakistan, or we are from some ISIS group or some other groups like terrorists. If we are questioning these all atrocities, they simply say, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Jai Sri Ram. If we had our food as a beef, definitely we will get die. Then where is the democracy? Where is our rights? See, still now I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. We cannot breathe. In this country, no one will get breathe. We are struggling to breathe. In the situation, we are here, but we have to change this situation. We are learning from our history. The revolution in Russia, China and Cuba all faced ups and downs. We know that history. The revolution path will cost many comrades' lives and much blood, because the revolution is not a dinner party, as Mao said. Yes, we are facing a serious setback right now. Yes, it is a serious setback. We are struggling to breathe now. Yes, we accept it. But we have never lost hope. We believe in our ideology. We believe in Marxism. We believe in communism. Definitely, we will overcome soon. It may take more time to prevail, but we will succeed. It is already certain, because the Marxism is not a magic thing. It is a science. It is a historical science. Dialectic materialism is a science. It is not a magical thing. It is not a blind hope. We believe in science. So, we did not lose the hope. We believe we will succeed soon. On the day when we succeed, we will breathe peacefully. Our people will no longer struggle to breathe. Our activists, our students no longer will get a brutal attack from this so-called government or this ruling parties. And on that day, our red flag will touch the sky from the tops of the hills. Yes, we know it is a class struggle, and we will continue this class struggle. We are waiting for that day. Our country is waiting for that day. Our whole country people will waiting for that day. Even our stars and fireflies are waiting for that day. Until we reach that day, we will uphold our ideology, and continue our class struggle without any compromise. They may kill the comrades, but they cannot kill our ideology. From Bhagat Singh to Basavaraj, from Birsa Munda to Hidma, they will never kill our ideology. We will uphold Maoism politics. Our Maoism politics will remain. Their dreams or remains. We need to achieve that, and we will definitely achieve that. Thank you so much. Once again, I am thanking behalf of our movement Sums to Virasam to give me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, comrades.